Hello viewers. So today I'll be talking about the 3 books I think every musician should read. So there are several ways a musician can transform and sharpen their skills and get inspired. And reading books can, really stimulate a creative mind and lead to creative breakthrough. So I consider this not to be advice, but just a video of me sharing some information that I think is incredibly valuable. If you'd like me to share more content to help you grow as a musician, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And do ring the bell if you'd like a notification when I post a new content. So let's get this started. Here are some amazing books that I think a musician should read in their lifetime, in no special or specific order. So the first book that I would highly recommend every musician to read is Peak by Anderson Erickson and Robert Poole. This is the best book on performance that I've ever read. Peak, the intentional practice book. It explores the mindset, skills and techniques a person needs to obtain to reach expert performance. Anderson Erickson was a highly influential Swedish psychologist, known mostly for his research in the psychological nature of expertise and human performance. It was said that his research served as a base for the 100-hour rule. But this book really made it clear that it wasn't really about the amount of time you put in your practice, but the intentional things that you do with the time. Anderson Erickson also describes the difference between what he calls traditional practice, purposeful practice, and deliberate practice. And the research made it clear that truly deliberate practice is the key to achieving extraordinary results. Now someone out there is probably saying, "Come on Daniel, are you kidding me? We all know that practice makes perfect." But it's very interesting to try to have a shift of the mind and think about the difference between what Anderson categorized as purposeful practice and deliberate practice. Now, purposeful practice is what most people tend to do. They are so keen about their career and they set goals and want to achieve them. Now, if this is what you're doing, I think it's super beautiful. But here's what you should know. Deliberate practice is next level practice. And this is the secret and method most extraordinary performers employ. Now you might want to ask, how do people we see on TV become amazingly good at what they do? In theory, the answer looks surprisingly simple. You get a coach, you practice, you get outside your comfort zone, adjust based on feedback, you reprogram your mind, and finally, your default action become exceptional. Now, this is in short the implication of deliberate practice, systematic and purposeful work towards a particular outcome. All that being said, this book is worth your time, especially if you're going fully into music. You can get one from your local bookstore, Amazon, or you can even send me a message if you're in Nigeria and I'll help you with a description on how to get one. The second book I will highly recommend musicians read is called Deep Work by Cal Newport. This book has the potential to take your music to a whole new level. It's not a book about music though, but it's a book that every musician definitely should read. Deep Work is a book that explains how the creative mind can develop the power of focus on a task in a highly busy and distracted world, more like pushing your cognitive abilities to the limit. Sometimes we read books and we don't practice the things that we read, but trust me, when you read this book and implement the lesson in it, it will help you achieve and develop the following. 1. Create a new value. 2. Improve skill. And 3, which I call very special. It might seem a bit hard for others to implement because it's personal. It's more like a personal lesson. So, one of the most beautiful things about making music is how we can easily get immersed in it And achieving this is way much easier when you're working with great minds, you feel inspired, you have great ideas you're working on, and of course, when you have the momentum. But the truth is, so many times it will feel really hard and you will feel like giving up. And getting results in a world full of distraction can be extremely futile. Trust me, this is a time where you're most vulnerable to every time thieves out there. Your phone, social media, procrastination, excuses, expectation, and then you'll find yourself running out of time and the project unfinished. This is the core of what this book will help you with, setting you apart from the crowd by using deep work. So if you've seen the Harry Potter series, now J.K. Rowling actually completed that series using deep work. She was trying to escape distractions and several things at the moment. Now Carl in this book explains that we can still go about our busy schedules and still find time to do deep work and produce amazing results. You can go ahead and read the book. I highly recommend that you read it, alright? So let's move to the next one, which is the last book. So the third book I will highly recommend to every musician is Still Like an Artist. Come on. Okay. Still Like an Artist. Man, it sounds so weird. So the third book I would highly recommend to every musician to read is Still Like an Artist. Yeah, Still Like an Artist. A few months ago, I was scrolling on my Instagram page, just checking out stuff, and then I saw a video of my friend. He was advising that all musicians, should read this book. And then I searched for the PDF file, and I also downloaded the audio files. And trust me, there's a whole lot to gain from this book. It will change your mind completely. I'm really serious right now. It will. So here's something about this book. It's more like giving you tips and advice on how to copy the work of your favorite people and then using it to kickstart or even build up your own work. And this way you can you can end up finding your own unique style while enjoying the process. So let's talk about the author. Oh my word, I didn't even say the name of the author. Okay, the name of the author is Austin Kleon. Austin Kleon is the New York Times best-selling author of a trilogy of illustrated books about creativity in the digital age. He is also the author of Newspaper Blackout, a collection of poems made by redacting the newspaper with a permanent marker. So his books have been translated into dozens of languages and have sold over 1 million copies worldwide, and he lives in Austin, Texas with his wife and sons. In this book, Kleon makes it clear that nothing in its real sense is original and that all artists steal, and teaches you to steal from the work of your favorite artist and using it to create something new and unique. Steal? Did I just say the word steal? Oh my word. Okay, I'm sure you must have heard this quote before. Good artists copy and great artists steal, by Pablo Picasso. You don't have to be disturbed. The truth is, there's so much you can learn from this book. And now we are approaching the best part of this book. Kleon describes 10 basic principles to boost the reader's creativity, listed on the back cover of this book so they can be easily referred. The book is small, full of illustrations and several poems. And if you love poems, there you go. Here are the 10 principles listed at the back cover of this book to help you unlock your creativity. Number 1, steal like an artist. Number 2, don't wait until you know who you are to get started. Number 3, write the book you want to read. Number 4, use your hands. Use your hands. Use your hands. Okay, so number 5, side projects and hobbies are important. Number 6, do good work and share it with people. Number 7, Geography is no longer our master. Number 8, be nice, the world is a small town. Number 9, be boring, it's the only way to get the work done. And number 10, creativity is subtraction. Here are a few quotes from the author. If you ever find that you are the most intelligent person in a room, you need to find another room. And also, I think it's fresh, daring, and nerve-wracking. Why? Because it calls your bluff. Yeah, it does. So, those are the 3 books I will recommend to any musicians. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Kindly hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please like the video. Do take good care of yourself and keep exploring. Bye bye.